Hello, my name is Bo and I am a yoga teacher, and I'm here with you today to talk about feelings. Let's start with a breathing exercise. This is called flower breath. Flowers can smell really nice. Have you ever smelled flowers? Maybe you walked past a bush with lots of flowers on it and you could smell them really easily. Have you ever tried smelling one single flower? Let's try flower breath. Flower breath helps you to focus your mind, so maybe while we practice you can imagine the smell of flowers. So to start, wiggle your bottom on the ground as if you're gluing it down. Then reach the top of your head to the sky, sitting up as tall as you can. Bring your hands together in front of your chest and press the bottom of your palms together. Then touch your little fingers together and touch your thumbs together. Open your other fingers away as if they were the petals on a flower. Now think about your flower. What color do you imagine it to be? When you imagine your flower, how will it smell? When we begin, you'll bring your flower close to your face and take a deep breath in through your nose. When you breathe out, make a sound of ah. Inhale the smell of your flower through your nose and say ah when you exhale. We'll take 5 flower breaths together. Are you ready to try flower breath? You have your flower ready to go? Okay. Bring it up close to your face. Inhale through your nose. Smell your flower. Breathe away. 4 more. And 3. Two more flower breaths. One more. And you can let your petals scatter on the ground. What are feelings? Feelings are something that you feel in your mind or through your senses, such as touching something. You can feel happy or sad, angry or scared, or maybe surprised or excited. And those are feelings inside your body. Touch is an outside of your body feeling. What causes you to have feelings? What makes you feel happy? Maybe your favorite game or birthdays? What makes you feel sad? Losing something could make you feel sad. How about feeling angry or scared? What surprises you? What makes you feel excited? All feelings happen for different reasons. Some feelings feel nice, but other feelings may not. Feelings are not only thoughts in your mind. Feelings can be felt in your body. What makes you feel hot? Maybe standing in the sunshine on a summer day. What makes you feel cold? Maybe playing in the snow? When you're happy, you may feel yourself smile. That is feeling something in your mind and your body. When you're mad, you may make fists with your hands. Again, feeling something in your mind and your body. It is okay to feel any and all of your feelings. But maybe if you're having a feeling you would like to change, yoga can help you shift how you feel. Maybe you're feeling nervous and you want to feel calm. You can use yoga breathing to help you feel more at ease. Now that we've practiced some flower breath, we're going to come into some yoga movement. And I found a friend to join me.
Hello, friend.
Hello, friend.
I'm Jeremy. I am a social worker at WVU Health Science Center. Thank you, friend, for inviting me.
Thank you. I'm so happy you're going to join us for yoga today. Okay, we're going to start with a warm-up called a yoga pose pattern, which means we'll take the same couple of poses a few times. So starting out in table pose, make your way onto your knees and shins and your hands. So this is table pose, making sure your hands are just underneath your shoulders and your knees are underneath your hips. We're going to start with a cow and a cat. Take an inhale, let your belly sink down toward the ground. Maybe lift your chin a little bit. Now your back looks like a cow. Follow your exhale, round your spine, letting your back reach up to the sky and maybe tuck your chin to your chest. This is cat pose. Now bring your back nice and flat back to table. This time we're coming into dragon. Reach your right foot forward so it's next to your right hand. Bring your hands to your knees and reach up to spread your wings. Take an exhale, twist your body toward your bent front knee. This is twisting dragon. And now we're coming back, unwinding your wings to regular dragon. And coming back to table, place your hands down on the ground and then bring your knees back together. You're in table again. Follow an inhale, take a cow, letting your belly sink down to the floor as you lift your chin. Exhale, round your spine like a rainbow to come back to cat. Returning to table with a nice flat back, sweep your left foot up to meet your left hand. Place your hands on your knees and then spread your wings in dragon. Follow an exhale, twist your dragon towards your bent leg. Unwind your wings, come back to dragon. Hands to the floor and back to table. One more time for each. Inhale, a cow. Exhale, be a cat. Come back to a table and bring your right foot next to your right hand. Hands to your knees and then spread your wings high. Exhale, twist over. Twisting dragon. And back to regular dragon. Unwind your wings, plant your hands to the ground, come back to table. And one more time to the other side. Inhale, make your back like a smile, be a cow. Exhale, round like a rainbow. And get flat like a table. Then bring your left foot to meet your left hand. Hands to your knees, unwind your wings, and take a twist. Wings back up to the sky before they come down to the ground, and we come back to a table. Nice job.
Thank you.
And now we're going to come up to standing. And we're going to step into mountain pose. Remember, mountain is your feet about as wide as your hips. Your arms reach long by your sides and you're strong in your mountain pose. And now we're going to jump into star. Now you could step into star or you could hop. The choice is yours. If you want to hop, place your hands on your hips, get a little bounce, and when you're ready, step your feet wide, let your arms reach long, and now you're a 5-pointed star. 1 point, 2 points, 3, 4, and your head makes 5. From star pose, we're going to come into triangle pose. Lift up your right toes, turn them away from your body and set them back down. Now let your right hand reach away from you. Reach, reach, reach until you start to feel yourself bend over. Then reach your hand for your leg and let your other arm lift up high. Now you're in a triangle pose. Now take a moment here. Notice where you feel this stretch. Where does this pose, where do you notice it feeling in your body? When you're ready to stand up, reach your top hand high. Let it pull you back to start. Turn your toes forward. take a breath. And now we're going to come to extended side angle. Again, lift up your right toes, turn them away from your body. Let your right knee bend. Bend your left arm, draw your elbow to touch your knee, and reach your left arm long overhead. I feel this pose here on the side of my leg and near my ribs in the middle of my body. I feel it a little bit here in my shoulder. Jeremy, where do you feel this pose?
I feel this in my top arm.
There you go. So we each feel things differently. Now we're ready to stand up again. Reach your top arm high. Let it pull you to standing and turn your toes forward so you're back to star. Now we're going to do a folding star. Bring your hands to your hips. Take a little bend in your knees, and you can keep your toes forward or turn them to the sides. When you're ready, follow and exhale. Fold forward and plant your hands right on the ground. Let your head be heavy. And notice maybe you feel this pose in the backs of your legs. Maybe. Now when you're ready, spiral your star. And that means you could keep one hand on the ground and you could lift your other arm high. And you could spiral your star like this, or you could do what Jeremy's doing and spiral your star by walking your hands from one side to the other. And bringing your star back to stillness. We're going to stand up. So take a nice bend in your knees. Bring your hands to your hips and slowly come back to standing. And now we're going to take those poses to the other side. So stretching your arms long, make your star. And this time, pick up your left toes. Point them away from your body. And we're coming into triangle, reaching your left arm long away from you. Let it pull you until you're bending sideways and you can reach your hand to your leg. And lift your right arm high. And notice maybe where you feel this in your body. Right now, I kind of feel it here on the inside of my left leg. And we're going to come back standing, reach your top arm long, back to star pose, turn your toes forward. And then we're going to take extended side angle. So again, your left toes lift up, point away, reach your arm long. Now this time, bend your left knee, bend your left elbow, and bring them together. Reach your right arm long overhead. Ooh, Jeremy, I feel this one in my top arm. Where do you feel it?
I feel it in a lot of places, but I say my extended leg.
There you go. So Jeremy's feeling this in the leg that's still long. Okay, we're gonna come up to standing. Reach your top arm high, let it pull you back to star pose. Now, star folding. Hands to your hips, bend your knees, and exhale. Let your head lead the way down. Plant your hands to the mat or the ground, and then spiral your star. You can walk it, or you can use your arms, whatever you like. Take one more breath in spiraling star, and then bring your star to stillness. Hands to the ground, bend your knees a lot, and then place one hand on one knee, one hand on the other, and rise back up to star pose. Now we're going to come back to mountain. You can step your feet together if you like, or if you want to take a little hop, draw your hands to your hips, get a little bounce in your legs, and return to mountain. Now we're going to take tree pose. I love tree pose. For tree, you're going to plant your left foot, okay, nice and solid on the ground. Imagine you have roots growing from your toes. Lift up your right heel and turn your toes away from your body. Then slide that foot over to your tree trunk. This is now your lowest branch. Your straight leg is your tree trunk. If you'd like to grow more branches, you could maybe lift an arm or another arm. And if you feel really balanced here, really strong, if you're feeling that way, maybe you could sway your tree a little bit, or maybe just your branches sway. See how you feel in your tree. And now we'll take tree to the other side. So bring your hands to your hips and set both feet on the ground. Maybe step out a little bit. And then when you're ready, your right foot becomes your tree trunk. Feel the roots growing from your toes. Lift your opposite heel and turn your toes away from your body. Then slide that foot over to your tree trunk. So you've got a tree trunk, you have your lowest branch, and again, if you want to grow more branches, you can. Maybe lift one arm, maybe. This is a possibility depending on how you feel. Do you feel balanced? Do you feel strong? Jeremy looks like he feels strong. He's made a tall tree. And maybe again, let your branches sway, let your leaves fall. This is something you could feel. And when you're ready, bring your hands to your hips and step both feet to the ground. Okay, now we're going to come down to the ground. So make your way onto your tummy, however you'd like to get there. Stretch out long wherever you are. We're going to become swans. This is swan pose. So bend your elbows with your elbows just underneath your shoulders and your hands out in front of you. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Now your right knee, give it a little bend so your foot comes closer to your body. Reach your right arm long in front of you and then let it slide backward. See if you can reach maybe your pants or your leg, ankle, maybe even your feet or your toes. And notice where you feel this stretch. If I push my foot away from my body, I feel this in my shoulder. Jeremy, where do you feel your pose?
I feel it in my bent leg.
See, everyone's going to feel something a little differently, and that's great. When you're ready, release your swan, and then we'll take this to the other side. So bending your other leg. Sweep your left arm behind you and hold whatever you get a hold of. Maybe it's your pant leg, maybe it's your leg itself or your feet or your toes. Everybody feels something different. And take a moment here just to notice, where are you feeling it? In your leg, in your shoulder? Where in your leg? Maybe it's the front of your leg. Maybe you're feeling it in your feet. Maybe you're squeezing your foot. And let that go. And now we're going to come up to a seat. And we're going to take seated flower pose. So flower is a breath exercise, but it's also a pose. So for this one, bending your knees and planting your feet down on the floor. This is a balance pose. And I think Jeremy is going to demonstrate doing this pose on the wall.
My flower likes to grow up the wall.
Sometimes balance is something you're working on, so the wall is something you could use to help with balance. Take your hands, reach them under your legs until they come out on the other sides of your knees. Now, bring your feet together, and you can hold on to your ankles or your feet. Now this is a seated balance pose, so get ready to get a little tippy. When you feel ready, engage the center of your body. Squeeze the muscles in your tummy together. Then lift up your feet. If you feel good here, if you feel balanced, spread your fingers and make little flowers. Only if you feel balanced. You can keep one foot to the ground. That's a good way to balance. You could use the wall like Jeremy's doing. And take one more breath here. Maybe notice, how do you feel in your balance pose? And when you're ready, bring your feet back to the ground. Place your palms on the floor. And as you bring your feet to the bottoms touching, or not, you can make a turtle. So as you feel ready, lower your head toward your feet and your back becomes your shell. Now you might notice that my turtle looks a little different from Jeremy's turtle. That's okay, because all turtles are different. Take one more breath in your turtle pose. And then on an inhale, slowly come up to a seat. Stretch your legs long in front of you. Give them a little shake. And we're coming into restoration. So come to lying down on your back. This is candle pose, and Jeremy's going to use the wall to demonstrate his candle. From lying on your back, just lift your legs up into the air. You could use a wall to help your legs stay up, or you could just lift them. And when you've settled in your candle pose, we're going to take one flower breath together. So bring your hands in front of your chest. Bring the palms, the bottoms to touch. Touch your pinky fingers. Touch your thumbs together and let the rest of your fingers spread wide in a petal. And remember the color of your flower. Remember how it smells. Take a deep breath in. And then softly exhale to blow away your petals. You can bring your arms down by your sides if you like, or let them rest wherever you prefer. Take a few breaths in this restoration pose to notice how your body feels. Thank you so much for practicing yoga for feelings today. And a special thank you to Jeremy for joining us. It was so great to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.